Hey guys, Brenton here. I got another Higer product to review. They sent me a light. So I needed a light to finish out all these tanks here in the fish room. And it's gonna be the last light that I have that I don't have to turn on and off manually. So this is gonna be huge, or it has been. It's been set up for like 3 weeks now. Has been a huge convenience for me because I haven't had to come up here and turn a light on and off manually. So let me flip this around. This is going to be, let's see here, the Hygger HG075 Hygger Plant Pro Full Spectrum Aquarium LED light. I got the 48-inch version because that is the biggest one they had and what I needed to span the width of these tanks down here. So let me flip this around and I will show you what I'm talking about. So if you go to the Higer website, these are the pictures they're going to show you. This is the light, and this is going to show you the color spectrum, the brightness. It's got the 5 row of LEDs and the simulated sunlight setting. And here you have a breakdown of all the colors, a little quick picture of the remote. So this is the full spectrum light, and then you can go to a red, a green, a blue, an orange, a yellow, a cyan, or a purple light. It also shows that if you choose the color cycle button, that there are different cycle settings, that it switches from color to color, being 10 seconds a color, 20 seconds a color, or 40 seconds a color before it switches. Then this is going to be explaining the 24-hour day-night cycle mode. So this is used to simulate the natural spectrum from day to light. You can see the daylight, and then the dusk, the soft sunlight, the moonlight, sunrise, and off. These are all different settings or phases that the light will go through based on your settings as the day goes on, which is the setting that I use and I happen to enjoy quite a bit. It really does a good job at ramping up and down throughout the day, which I'm a big fan of. Here you have the different size lights. So the 14 watt would be 10.7 inches for aquariums 12 to 18. And the 20 watt would be 16.6 inches, and that fits 18 to 24 inch tanks. You've got the 26 watt light, which is 22.5 inches for 24 to 30 inch tanks. You've got the 32 watt, which is 28.4 inches for 30 to 36 inch tanks. You got the 40 watt, which is 34.5 inches, and that's for 36 to 42 inch tanks. And then the light that I got was the 48 watt, so it's 46.1. And it's ideal for 48 to 54 inch tanks, which what I needed is working well for me because I had to span quite a big distance. So yeah, really nice that they come in all these different sizes. And that was just a quick breakdown of the pictures, if you go to their website, that you will find on the product page. So, well, let's get back to it. So these are the tanks the light has been on. Right now I have the shop lights currently hooked back up. I took the light out, so the light's right there. I took it out so I could show you guys the light in person. But yeah, so these are the tanks that this light is going across. Now, this light is really nice. So again, like I said, it's the Hygger Planted 24/7 Aquarium LED light, the HG075. This thing is built really well. It's sleek, it's slim. I like it. It doesn't get hot. I mean, it gets a little warm. Anything with electricity going through it gets a little bit warm, but it's not, not gonna burn you. It is just warm. But yeah, this thing is really nice. I like it. Like I said, I got the 48-inch version. Not too heavy. It's got the legs that you can put in here to hang on, you know, the rim of your tank, which I'm not going to be using because mine's going to be mounted underneath this stand. There's metal bars that go across to the back from front to back, and it'll just be resting up on top of there, kind of like these shop lights are. But yeah, I've been using this light for a little over 3 weeks and I've got no complaints. The control, actually, which I want to show you guys, is really easy to use. So you got your basic on and off. This is going to be, so this is like, you know, just a regular light, and then you can adjust the brightness. So I don't know if this is blinding, but that's 100, 75, 50, 25, and 10. So this thing can get pretty bright, which is nice. You've got a cycle feature, which is just going to cycle through the colors, which I don't know, I can't come up with any reason you would have this on here unless you were just testing the spectrum of your LEDs to make sure they're all still working. So in that aspect, the cycle button's there, but I can't really pinpoint a specific purpose other than that for this cycle button. So you got a timer on here, so you can do, let's turn that cycle off, so we'll go back to max. So you can turn this timer on. Let's see here, let me turn this down so I can actually see. All right, so the timer is gonna be for 12 hours, off, 6 hours, 10 hours. So yeah, 6, 10, 12, and then timer's off. So, I mean, the timer's cool, I like that, but if you can figure out how to set this is way better. So you hit this button once, and what this first light is gonna be, you can change it with the up and down. That's gonna be your local time. So I'm gonna set mine to 4 p.m. and then if you hold this, you get this. So this is gonna be your on time, this is gonna be your off time. You can change that with the plus and minus buttons. You hit it again, the off time will start flashing. You can change it with the plus and minus signs. And again, this is gonna be your local time. So once you have it set where you want, I like mine to come on at 8 and off at 10. You can hit that and you're good to go. So once you figure that out, this is the setting that I like to use. Now, I can run you guys through a quick, let's see here. I'll run you guys through my cycle. So at 8 in the morning when these lights kick on, they're just barely on. And then throughout the course of the day, obviously it's gonna ramp up. Now you're gonna see jumps. So from 8 to 10, it's gonna jump. But it doesn't do that. It slowly builds up the whole time it's going around this, you know, this thing. This is just, you know, it's jumping 2-hour increments. So you're gonna notice a jump. But there's 10, there's 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 10 was my off time. So now it's gonna stay off for 12, 2, 4, 6 in the morning, and then 8. It's gonna start slowly ramping back up again. So this is the setting that I have been using. Now, the color mode, obviously you can change the color. So whatever color you want, which I do not use. And then this just kind of cancels out, you know, whatever you were doing. This is, you know, just the light. So the light, and then you can change the intensity. Again, if you want to just go max, you can always hit the max and that'll make you max. But yeah, so once you figure out this control and how to do this, super convenient. I like having the controller in line compared to, so like this Viva Grow. It's cool, I guess, to hold it in your hand and be like, yeah, whatever. But let me tell you how many times I've lost this thing. I do not like losing this thing. I have to tear apart my fish room because once I get working in here, I'm throwing stuff around. You know, stuff's everywhere. Obviously, I clean it up, but it takes a while to find this little remote should it get, you know, thrown in a box, under a box, in a bucket, something. I can't tell you how many times I've dropped it into the fish tank. I'm surprised it still works, honestly. But I prefer, over the years, to have a light with just an inline control. It's very nice, you can't lose it, and I just find it a lot better, in my opinion. So now I'm going to take this thing, you know, I'm gonna put it back under here so you guys can see what it looks like compared to these shop lights that I used to have running up here. Also guys, I want you to know, with any of these review videos that I do, if should something ever go wrong, I'll be sure to get on here and let you guys know about it. So far, this light, 3 weeks, it's been great. If anything changes, I'll let you know. All right, so I want to show you guys this light on the tank, or on the tanks rather. So it's suspended up under my rack, on top of these steel bars. Again, this 48-inch light. So it covers the two end tanks. So like this tank here and this tank here, they don't get a whole lot of light, but I mean, that's okay. This one's got 236 super whites. And this one's got stir by Corys and my signal for rainbows. I mean, you know, they get plenty of light. I got the bright window there, so I mean, it's, you know, not a big deal. I just like that I was able to replace, if you can see behind there, those lights there, those are LED shop lights, and I had two shop lights. So I've got a longer one here, I think that's like 36 inches, and then this one here is 24. So that did make a span across the whole thing. Let's see here, I can turn this off. So we'll turn that off, and then I'll turn the shop lights on. Now that's using the shop lights, and it puts out some okay light. But like, if you see these shrimp, so these are like the orange shrimp, and they look good. And these tanks are a little bit brighter, and everything looks good. But when I switch it to this light, I mean, now look at those orange shrimp. They're glowing. I mean, look at that panda, it looks beautiful. I mean, it really changes the color dynamics of these fish, which I really like. I really like how it's automatic. So this, so the shop lights I kept having to turn on and off with this guy. Well, with the controller, I can just set it to my 24-hour setting. And as you can see, the lights are dimmed down a little bit because it's, you know, I've got, when I set my time, so it's 5, but it's at 4 right now, just because I wanted it to stay lighter a little bit longer at night. But the 24-hour mode is really nice because this was the last set of tanks that didn't have the 20, you know, the auto on off with the lights. So I was constantly having to turn this light on every day. So now I've got automatic lights up there, over there, down there, and this tank here. So all my lights come on and off in this fish room all on their own now. And that's a big plus. But like I said, I mean, the color, you know, the color that this light, the glare on my tanks is really bad. But these fish look great under this light. Excuse the tank. Those are the red neon rainbows. But yeah, like I said, I mean, it definitely makes the oranges. So the oranges really pop under this light. Let me see if I can give you a quick display, like color difference here. So see that orange? That's shop light. And then that orange is under the Higer light. So yeah, I mean, for the price, it's you know, really good value for the price. Well-built light. Don't know, I mean, obviously I've only had this running for 3 weeks or so, and we'll have to, you know, test it for a little bit longer, you know, some longevity. But so far, I am really happy with the way this light is working out. It has been running for the last 3 weeks, and I haven't had any issues with it. When it comes on and off when it's supposed to, does everything it can. And you know, once you learn the controller, it's not, you know, it's nothing hard to handle. So yeah. All right, guys. So that'll wrap it up. Higer light. I mean, the Higer light's been great so far. I like it. It costs about what, $75-80 for the 48-inch light, which is a great price for a light that big. Can't beat it. And yeah, I appreciate you guys watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Later.